My name is Michael Potts and I live on a Scepter 36-foot sailboat. Welcome to the Only Sails YouTube channel. Today we're going to look at an Aloha 28. Brandon is selling this boat. Right now it's May 26th, 2025, and this boat is for sale. You could buy this boat and go sail to the Bahamas. This is possible. Think about that. If you stick around to the end of the video, we are going to go do a full walkthrough of the boat, but if you stick around to the end, I'll tell you the price of the boat, what it's for sale for. So Brandon, this is Brandon, he's the owner.
Hey guys.
And he just got himself, look at this boat here. Look at this, we're just enjoying ourselves here. Look at this boat. What boat is that, Brandon?
This is a 1994 Beneteau Oceanus 352.
Oh my God, it's beautiful. Look at this thing.
Gorgeous.
Incredible. Sloop rigged, Beneteau, classic Beneteau lines with the full enclosure. Very cool. So in this video, we're going to check out this boat here. Can you tell us a little bit about it?
Yeah, absolutely. This is a 1979 Aloha 28. It's the last year of the production of these boats, but it's a fantastic boat. It's built like a tank. Comes with a Volvo Penta. The Volvo Penta was rebuilt 6 years ago, and it works like a charm. It's got everything you need. It's got complement of sails, the engine that works, doesn't leak, solid hull. Got a brand new transducer in there, just did a fresh bottom coat. And as far as 28-foot boats go, this is one of those boats that you can actually live on and be comfortable and, you know, pursue your dream of sailing around the world.
And that's what this channel is about, guys. It is possible. You can sail around the world. You could sail to the Bahamas. I've done it. I know personally this boat right here would make it. So is it okay if we, you know, go check out its features and
Absolutely.
Go on board?
Yeah, let's go for a walk.
Oh, this is going to be cool, guys. Stick around. Hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel. This is an Aloha 28. Look at that. We got a nice Danforth anchor, a nice anchor locker. Look at that. The hull's in reasonably good condition considering it's a 79. Wow, look at that. Mast is black. And that's not a radar up there, that's a...
No, that's an old TV antenna actually.
Which is good.
Yeah.
Sometimes you need TV, what can I tell you? The rigging seems pretty new, looks good.
Yeah, rigging is in great shape.
You got your Durades here, which is good. You can get fresh air through the boat.
I also installed that solar vent last season, brand new solar vent. It's about $500, put it in fresh last year.
There you go. Sweet. Bimini looks brand new, nice black. The perspex on the window look pretty good. Look at the buckles here, really good condition. You know, you could do a bit of work on the teak here, but that's something you do. Permission to come on board, Captain.
Absolutely, let's go.
For all of you out there, that's what you got to do. You got to ask for permission to come on any sailboat. Let's take a look here. So she's a tiller. Look at the space in the cockpit here.
We got a brand new tiller on here too. It was beautiful. Look at this this laminated and sediment of the wood. It's absolutely gorgeous tiller.
Wow.
Yeah. A lot of people don't like the tiller steering, but I prefer it, to be honest, because you get a better feel for the boat.
I totally agree. It's good to have a helm, but if you're learning how to sail and you're on, you know, this type of boat is it's 28.
That's right.
Okay, so you're gonna learn how to sail on this boat. Yes, you can sail it down to the Bahamas, totally, but you're not gonna have a lot of space, but that's okay. It's a good boat to start out with. And when you're learning how to sail, you want a tiller. It's true. You get a better feel for the wind and how to sail. She's got a nice barbecue here that comes with the boat. You can connect up your propane and have burgers. You could attach an engine here with a dinghy. Absolutely. Which is great. Look at that. The main sheet controls are right here. This is the Traveler for our mainsail. Look at that. Very cool. This is great. Look at this. What is this? You got a little bit of ventilation here.
That's a rear port, and those are cup holders there.
Cup holders.
Yeah.
Very cool.
So we got some nice cup holders here. One of the what's good about this cockpit is because it's tiller steered, you get all the space in the back end that you wouldn't have if there was a helm here.
Right.
Another great feature about this is that the Traveler is mounted aft of the cockpit, so it gives you all that extra space. Some boats of this size have the Traveler right through the cockpit, so you really get a lot of space here, which is beautiful.
Right, and you'd be surprised. You could actually entertain some guests here. This is actually about the size of my cockpit.
Yeah.
Most of my boat is forward of the cockpit. So this is a reasonably sized cockpit. Look at this. You get stereo speakers. There's your shore power connection.
That's the
your winch.
manual bilge pump.
Manual bilge pump. Cool. I didn't know that. If you look inside the lockers, there's lots of storage. You can get down in there and have access to the hull and the engine. Very cool. Here's your engine controls. What sort of engine was it again?
It's a Volvo Penta MD7A.
Cool.
Yeah, so it's
Volvo's a great. Is that diesel?
It's a diesel engine, yeah.
Diesel.
Rebuilt
there you go.
6 years ago.
Amazing. Stick around to the end of the video. I'll tell you the price of this boat. Okay, this boat is for sale. okay? You could be sailing and exploring Lake Ontario literally within a week.
Absolutely.
You know? And she's a really cool boat. Let's take a look in this locker here. Wow, look at that. Very cool. You got your shore power connection. Power. Amazing.
Fuel tanks in there.
Fuel tanks in there, access to the engine, access to the main battery pack. All right, so before we go down below, we're gonna go out on deck here. Look at this, guys. You can go through the companionway here, up onto deck. Look at that. Beautiful. Your mast, how high is the mast?
To be honest, I don't know.
That's okay. Brandon's got his big boat now. I'm sure he knows that mast size. It's okay, guys. It's a 28. You're starting out. I say she's about 42. Easily done. This is a keel or deck stepped.
It's a deck step.
Deck step. So the great thing about deck step masts, if you're going to go down the ICW, you're going to go out of Lake Ontario into New York State. It's easy to take down. I mean, literally. It would probably cost you a couple of hundred, not even, probably it would be $90 in Oswego just to get the mast off. And then of course when you return it'll be a little more expensive. But look at the sail inventory here. We got
it's got a Davis wind instrument as well.
Oh,
so
very cool.
Speed up there, and that you can see that inside in the cabin below.
In the cabin, amazing. Look at that. So the boom is just the right height. It seems like a really long boom, eh?
It does, yeah, it is for the size of boat. Absolutely.
Right. So she's probably a really quick sail.
Yeah, she goes.
Yep. So let's take a look at some of the sails. You can tell that these are relatively new. They're not soft. They're very hard, and so looks pretty cool. You got yourself a new sail cover. There's your halyard, your main halyard, which is caught around one of those rigging points up there. So up here we have, you come out on deck here, you can be here, right here. Look at that, amazing. The rigging seems strong. You know, it feels secure here. If I was to step here, I got somewhere to go. I'm not gonna fall overboard, that sort of thing. You got a hatch for air so that when you're down below sleeping, you can get nice airflow through the boat. Look at that, very cool. This is a furling Genoa furling system, is that correct?
That's right, yeah.
So do you know if it's a 130 or it's a 100%? 100% Genoa, look at that. So this boat's fast, very cool. And she does not have electric windlass?
No.
So this is the thing. On a big boat like mine, an electric windlass, you have to have one. When you're in a pinch, you want to push a button and the anchor comes up. But something like this, it's not going to be too bad. You're going to be up here, you'll be pulling up the chain by hand, and that's fine. This anchor weighs what, 15 kilograms, not even?
Yes.
Yeah, so it's not a big deal, but it looks really cool. The deck looks good. Like everything seems fine to me. There's no spider cracking. You know, the deck's been taken care of. Very cool. All right, so are you gonna let us go down below?
Absolutely, let's take a look.
All right, let's go down below and take a look. So, the pièce de résistance. Let's go down below and see what it looks like. Let's go inside. So, on this Aloha 28, go ahead first. Yep. Look at that. There's a lot of space down here. This is really cool. So as you come down and into the cockpit, look at that. What is this? This is cool.
This is an old kerosene heater, actually. It still works. Still has the tank underneath this in the storage right here. So it's a kerosene heater. Works. The previous owners lived aboard for 2 years. So this is a little board.
There you go. Someone's already lived on this boat.
Got the
really cool.
Also a kerosene gimbal stove. Which works. Yeah, works just fine.
Works just fine.
Yep.
I think we got. Is this an air conditioner? Dehumidifier?
That's a dehumidifier.
Dehumidifier. Great. So here is your galley sink. You pull these open. You get access to the sink. You have all of your battery controls here, your nav information, your nav lights, all of your switches for everything you need. What does this thing do?
That's an old battery voltage tester, but
battery voltage. Okay, and I'm assuming there is a.
That's a fridge. Actually,
there's a real fridge.
Yeah, it's a fully functioning fridge.
No way.
Brand new refrigerator was installed 2 years ago.
So that's a total bonus, because I'll tell you, you know, having to plug in a freezer that you bought somewhere else, it's a pain, because it's usually 110. You know, so this is a 12-volt fridge.
Yep.
This is cool. Let's have a quick look inside. You can. Looks like a big one too. You can put fish in there. Everything you need. Right, so let's say you wanted to go for a 2 or 3 week sail up to Gananoque here on Lake Ontario. You could pack that full of steaks, beer, water, all the food you need. It's gonna stay nice and cold in there and frozen. And when you get to your destination, you can bust the steaks out and use it on that barbecue right there.
It's actually a fridge and a freezer in there too.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Amazing. Look, there's a disco ball here. That's kind of cool.
Yeah. The previous
nice
owner,
touch.
I love that. Good luck.
Very cool. So we have ourselves a brand new Uniden VHF radio. Obviously, you have to have one of these. It's got the distress button. Essentially, this is an EPIRB. You could push that and the you know, when you buy this boat, you'll be able to get yourself an MMSI number. And if you do press this distress button, the Coast Guard will know who you are and where you are. Very cool little feature. It's got some storage here. You can store all sorts of plates, anything you need. If you had to sleep, you could have one person here.
I've actually slept
one
there. It's
person.
quite comfortable.
Very comfortable.
Yeah.
Yep. So we have here a galley folding table. If you'd like to entertain guests, this folds down. Give us an example there. Isn't that cool? Look at that. Wow. It's amazing. So you can entertain guests or have food or, you know, do a puzzle or spread out your charts here. You know, if you really want to get into it and figure out where you are and what you're going to do with this sort of boat.
My girlfriend and I have shared a few meals here. It's lovely.
Excellent. Very cool. So let's go into the forward part of the vessel here. And guys, remember, this is a 28. So you're getting everything you need, but it's very compact. But the price point is important here. You're getting a decent, well-maintained vessel with a good hull, a good rig, sails, everything you need, a heater up here in Canada, which is really good. You get yourself a fridge, you get yourself a good diesel engine. Never buy a sailboat that has a gas-powered engine. Don't do it. The Atomic 4, no. Gas doesn't belong on a sailboat. No, it just doesn't. Propane is another story, but we have electronic devices for that. We'll get into that in another video. So let's take a look at the head here. You want to open up that nice little lock there. So this is great. Look at that. So, wow. So you got yourself a Jabsco. Mm-hmm. Amazing. Lots of space in here. You know, it's a sit-down toilet. I mean, it's great. It's perfect for what you need. And over here you have some storage. You can put your fire extinguisher here. You could hang your wet, whatever you need here, your gear. Lots of places to keep things. Very cool. And then let's take a look forward here at the V-berth. All right, so this is, remember, it's a 28. This is a lot of space here. It's kind of cool. Look at that. You could be sleeping up here with your wife, you know, while you're swinging around on the hook somewhere on some sunny, beautiful summer evening. There's a fan there. This boat has everything you need. Now, you buy an engine and you get a sailboat with it. Unfortunately, that's the way it is with these older model sailboats. So let's have a look at the engine. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Brandon, you gotta remove your stairs here. We'll have a quick look at this engine here. Remember, it's diesel, guys. This engine will run forever. These marine engines go like endless. Look at that. Lots of good access, new hoses. Look at that. Very cool. Amazing. It's so important to have access to the engine. You know, an engine is so important on a sailboat. When you're in a pickle or you're in a sticky situation, you have to get your engine started. The first thing I do, the very first thing I've done, and many times I was dragging anchor, I was in a storm, or you know, I'd wake up and be in peril. The first thing you're gonna do is you're gonna start your engine. All right, so you always want it to start right away. Look at that. Very cool. There's the alternator. Lots of access. Look at that, fuel pumps. So I've talked Brandon into starting the engine. Let's see what happens here. So how much is Brandon asking for this Aloha 28? All right. So this vessel is going for $14,000. Okay, and that's best offer. If you're looking for a boat that has a solid hull, is in reasonable shape, you're gonna learn how to sail on it because it's got a tiller. It's got relatively new sails. a deck step mast. It's not going to cost you much in slip fees, okay, because they charge you by the foot, and in most marinas it's a length overall. So this will be 28 feet. So for a season, you're looking at, you know, for a summer season, you're looking at $3 grand to store it, to have it here at a marina at a slip, in and around there, plus taxes. She really is a great boat. And look at that. It's a great boat to learn how to sail. It's a great boat to have a place to go and enjoy your summer evenings here at the marina on Lake Ontario. So if you're interested in this Aloha 28, you can click the, just email Brandon. It's in the description down below. And yeah, you can come down and have a survey done, and you know, just email Brandon and kind of go from there. If you guys are looking for a good, solid 28-foot Aloha, this is the one for you. All right, so that's it for this video. Hope you enjoyed the content. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. There'll be many more boat reviews coming up, and if this boat really tickles your fancy, like I said, give Brandon an email down below. He'll respond right away, and you can come down and take a look at it in person. Right now we're in Scarborough, Ontario, just outside of Toronto. Yeah, so that's it for this video. Captain Michael signing out. We'll see you in the next one.